This is my 70 subscriber special. So what I usually do in these subscriber specials is I'm celebrating that I've passed 70 subscribers. At the time of this recording, I actually have 80 subscribers, but I swear I will get the 80 subscriber special out before I hit 90. I hope. Let's go ahead and get started with this. What I usually do for the subscriber specials is I will go through a Steam discovery queue. This is where Steam recommends me games, and I am going to put everything that I see either on my wish list or my ignore list, even though there's not really a list of ignores, but I'm either going to put it on my wish list or I'm going to choose to ignore it. Let's go ahead and get into this. Whoa. Alright, first of all, yeah, so here's the deal. I'm going to put it on the wish list or ignore. Now, here's the thing about me. If you haven't seen any of these subscriber specials before, I don't play M-rated games. I just don't. I'm not into super tons of blood and strong language and gory violence. So I'm just going to hit ignore on this one automatically right out the gate because it's rated M. So no M games. If I see no M games, just going to go straight to ignore. But let's continue on. What is it? Dicey Dungeons. So it's a roguelike? Oh, so there's actual some gameplay? It's not like a... What? This looks like it could just be a card game, like a single player card game with dice. Like in like a real life board game thing, but it's a video game, so. In fact, it reminds me of One Deck Dungeon, but with dice. Well, One Deck Dungeon has dice too, actually. This looks interesting. Is it multiplayer? No, it's single player. $15. This is a naturally shallow, but potentially exciting experience. They want $15 for it, and they got different characters, but it's not multiplayer. What are the different characters for? Do you use them all at once? Do you form? Are they all part of your party? These and more questions not to be answered here. Yeah, what's coming? Oh, great. So, I'm not really getting the idea. It's a strategy roguelike with tons of luck involved. It looks like you start on a path. You can like go branch out that way, go that way. Looks like maybe a shop or something. This is the next level. Man, for a low price, or rather, even if this was a physical game, it'd probably be more fun, in my mind. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's better as a digital game. I don't know. You have inventory and item management to go through. That's probably why they call it an RPG, because of that. Not that that defines RPGs. I don't think so, anyway. Let's go back to the video here. You got combat with dice. You see, all the actions are done by dice. I don't care who the characters are. I want to see what the gameplay looks like. It's hard to tell. So another thing with these Steam Discovery queues is I have to just go off of what I see here. I can't like research elsewhere right now. I just have to decide if I want to look into this more. So if I put it on a wish list, it doesn't mean I'm going to buy it. I just put it on my wish list to mean I'm interested in coming back to look at this more. This guy says it crashes 10 minutes after I launch it. Blank crazy? Out of this world? Not knowing what to think or expect. I'm so glad I did. Very well made and original and wonderful 50th birthday gift my son got me. Can't express how extremely great this game is in my experience. Views anyways. Thank you, devs. Looking much for hopefully come. Yeah, it's very obviously luck based, very RNG based, obviously. New chapters actually just defer a player from making the optimal move because you're burdened with the RNG curse from the start of every round. It's just a very boring mechanic. I figured it's just, you know, roll dice. I don't know. The whole idea of it depends if it were about you're given dice and you just have to manage how you use them. But I mean, even if it's just like one deck dungeon, a card game, board game, whatever. I don't know. It looks like I'm probably not going to get this game because it just looks so random. I'm just not into it. Having a lot of luck in a single-player game just seems like a waste of time. I mean, if it's in a multiplayer game, at least you can all laugh at it, have fun with the randomness. I should put this on my ignore list because I'm pretty sure I'm not going to get it. But I'm just intrigued by the mechanics enough that I want to look at it more before I ignore it. So I am going to put on my wish list. I'm definitely not going to pay $15 for it. Not that that's arbitrarily wrong or something. The price, I guess, is okay. It's just, well, I'm not currently buying any games full price anyway because if you haven't noticed, my wish list is already 300 items plus, so I have a huge backlog to speak of. I'm not even going to look at my library. So let's see what's next. Undermine. That's another roguelike. That's what I thought when I first saw the level drop in. Let's go ahead and speed things up. I spent way too much time on that last game because I was so indecisive. Okay, yeah, typical get an item, now you can do more stuff. Is this all it's going to be? It's not going to be anything different. This is just too typical of what I've seen of roguelikes. You know? This could be just the same as any other top-down roguelike. I'm surprised Nintendo hasn't made their own Zelda roguelike. Probably because someone's already made one of their own. Just throw a randomizer on top of a dungeon-only Zelda game, and there you go. It's a roguelike. I mean, is this even multiplayer? I go to that multiplayer thing because I'm thinking I'm probably not going to have fun doing this by myself, but if I had somebody with me, it'd probably be more fun. Not that every game is better with multiplayer, but a lot of games are, I think. I am going to have to put my foot down this time. I'm just going to put ignore. And ignore doesn't mean I'm just never going to see this game again. If it gets recommended to me by someone, like if somebody that I already like follow or one of my friends, if they recommended me this game, then you know I'll come back and look at it, of course. It's just I'm not gonna just rad. Okay, so I've already seen a bit of this game before. It's a pretty high profile game, I'd say. I'm not quite sure if it's something I'm into. Is this another roguelike? Why is this game Why is Steam recommending me all these roguelikes? And why is Pac-Man on there? Bandai Namco published this? Double Fine Productions, developer though. That's what I was thinking. Double Fine. Single player. So yeah. I don't know why it's recommending me, because you've played games tagged as great soundtrack, action, and single player. I mean, I guess, but that could apply to so many games. That should be every game, really. Except for action, I guess. Doesn't have to be every game. But great soundtrack and single player, that should apply to every game. Out the gate. Multiplayer can be added on top of that, of course. Single player does not mean exclusively single player. And action, you know, that's pretty common for most video games already. August 20th, it's already out. $20 ain't a bad price. It's a pretty budget price. Budget-friendly price. I'm just not interested in I just roguelikes in general are just kind of, they're just grind games, you know? You just redo what you already did, hope you get something different next time. There's a lot of randomness and grinding in roguelikes. That's basically what the game is. I'm just not seeing anything that interests me in particular. Like, if there's no... okay, for me, a single player game needs to have some kind of... Well, do I think that? I was about to say I think a single player game by default needs to have a good story to it. Which, that's not really true. Just because it's single player doesn't mean it has to put extra focus on the story. That's not true. But I've seen a bit of this game already. I'm just going to go ahead and ignore it for now. Unless, of course, I'm sure there'll be a ton of reviews out in the next, like, couple days or something. It'll be like, oh, this game's great. I'll see those, and if those change my mind, you know, maybe I'll add to my wish list. But I'm pretty sure, at this point, I'm not feeling it. Alright, 8 remaining. I need to speed this up. Oh, easy. M-grade game? Ignore. Gears of War 5. Gears 5. Age of Wonders Planetfall? The heck is this game? 4X game? Like XCOM? Yeah. What's the gameplay look like? Don't you know that's what gamers, quotation marks, are only interested in, is the gameplay? If this is more of a Civ game, it looks more like a Civilization game. Rather than an XCOM game. XCOM game, oh wait, it's both? Maybe just picking mission areas? Well, I guess XCOM does have the extra roadmap management stuff too, but menus are fun. No, they're not. I like tactical combat, but I don't like a lot of tactics games because too many of them are just, you just gotta grind your character levels up before you can actually do anything. In case you haven't noticed, I've got this real big thing against grinding right now. I guess I could say some of my recent gaming experiences have led me to think that way. But a grind has to be very, very good to be worth it. So most of the time, grinding is not great in games. But I'm just gonna go ahead and ignore this one's not speaking to me. Have I put? Oh yeah, I put that dice thing on my list. That dice game is the only thing I've put on my wish list so far. Final Fantasy VIII Remastered. Basically, Final Fantasy VIII Upres. Oh, coming September 3rd. Is this one of those things where... Oh man, Tales of Symphonia. I've been playing that most recently. Hopefully I can get a review out there on that next... Well, it takes a while to complete that game, so... Anyway. Battle Assist options... Yeah. Same as their other Final Fantasy releases. Like Final Fantasy 7, they just, and 9, they just give you these built-in cheat options where you can just basically play through the game with no challenge at all if you just want to see the story. Will there be Steam achievements? Looks like it will be. I'm not really interested in FF8. I've never even played Final Fantasy VIII. I one time started a file, but I only played it for like an hour. I didn't get out of the school or whatever you start in, so I didn't really see the game at all. I can't really say I've played it. I just know I like 7 and 9, and 8 is supposed to be like the weird one out of those 3. I'm gonna say ignore. How much is it gonna be? 20 bucks? That's not a bad price. If I ever want to get Final Fantasy VIII, I'll probably come back to it, but as of right now, I really don't care. Alright. Greedfall? Oh, 18? Alright. This is an M game. Ignore. Why is it recommending me all these games? It doesn't even say why it's recommending me this game in particular. Like it usually says like strategy, action, adventure, indie. Sure, I like this game. It's got a lot of stuff because I've tagged that I like. Graphics look very indie. Probably more indie than they should. It looks like Flash. You know what I mean? I think I would rather have, instead of having that scene with, instead of having this little animated, this Flash animated looking scene where the guy's spitting out stuff like that, instead of having this, what I think is just a poor looking animation, I would rather have sprite characters standing in front of the standing in a regular game looking screen with dialogue boxes. I would rather have a high, what's the word I'm looking for? A very detailed looking single picture than a poorly looking, than a lame animation looking. Like, I just think this looks so dumb. Why? I personally don't find this to be any kind of a selling point for the game. You know? Basically, your artwork is your advertising. So, if the game doesn't look good, it's not going to advertise good. It should look... It doesn't even represent the game. If this is what most of the screens are going to look like, you should do something in this kind of environment. That's what I think, anyway. That's not necessarily gospel. That's just my opinion. Alright, 3 more. Oh, I didn't mark that. Can I go back? I can go back. I'm just going to say ignore. Oh, no! Okay, it saves my spot. What's this? Dark? Story of Aloy, the boy who becomes aware of the fact that he is dreaming. The dream he turns into a nightmare in all attempts to wake up and failure. I don't get it. He's already a... wait, what? Oh, he's not a skeleton. I thought he looked like a skeleton because of the stripes on his outfit. But he's not. He's dreaming and he's aware of his dreaming, so he can then, I guess, take advantage of that. Okay, what's this game rated? Because, I mean, it's looking interesting, but if it's just... I mean, I don't see anything bloody. It looks interesting. It's not best. Route 71 is not great. Okay, so initially I thought this game support devs for current affairs surrounding Epic. Outside the whatever. Bought the game recently because devs committed to honoring the promises made to players. Help your decision to stand by your word proves. So, it sounds like there was some sort of wow, even this guy's mentioning Epic. Epic. Looks like everybody's buying this game just because they are putting it on Steam rather than Epic Store, or they refuse to buy out or sell out to the Epic Store or something. I don't know. Interesting. So it's got some good community stuff, I guess. The game is, of course, just a 71. It's not like an amazing game, but I already said just by looking at the trailer that looks interesting. I already have more than enough games I need to play and review for October this year. Man, so many games I need to get I just need to get down to playing them. So I need to get this short. Alright, on the wish list. Ew. Yeah, look at the edges. That's so unnatural looking. What is this, SimCity developer mode? What's the point of this? Simulation, casual, indie, design, and illustration. Can you export these creations into something? It'd be way cool if you could use this to just make levels for a game. Or environments, but it's just a simulator. This is far less interesting to me than SimCity developer mode. You know, where you take SimCity, you just build the mountains and put the trees and wires and lakes and stuff where you want them to before you actually start building a city. Oh, you can build your own structures. So this is a high fidelity version of Minecraft without any gameplay. Because you can't move around in this world. See, that's something that I think a lot of... Whoa, you can make the ground a book? That's interesting. So, that's something Roller Coaster Tycoon caught on to after a few of their games. Whoa, those look like Unity tools. Those arrow movements and stuff? Whatever. Basically, what I was saying, Roller Coaster Tycoon eventually allowed you to start riding the roller coasters that you can build. You can build your own theme park, but you can't ride any of the rides in like the first few games. Anyway, they realized, hey, players actually want to, you know, be a part of the world that they make as well. So you can't even, if you can't, okay, it looks like you can actually walk around. That's what it looked like with the dragon. Of course, maybe you just turn off all the UI elements and scroll the camera forward. That's kind of lame. But, yeah, these environments look great. But if you can't play in them, it's not a very fun game. It's just a tool for making pretty looking environments. Anyway, long story short, I am totally not interested in getting this. What is this? Requires VR? This is a VR only game? Westworld Awakening. Why does that sound familiar? Requires a controller in order to play. Requires VR. So the fact that it's VR only, that sounds like an arbitrary restriction. I can't imagine anything in the game that would require you to... I mean, I'm watching the video of the game. I mean, I'm sure... Requires a controller to play. So you don't even use like VR controllers per se, like the two, like PlayStation Move controller kind of thing, two Wii remotes, some kind of things. You know what I'm talking about? Actual VR controllers with the triggers and the motion sensors. You don't use those. You use like a regular controller. That's what it looks like. Playing with keyboard and mouse isn't supported. Oh, it's M-rated. Perfect. Ignore. Sweet. Alright, I put 2 games on my wish list today. That's actually pretty low compared, I think. Actually, I think I've been getting more and more strict as these subscriber specials have been going on. Anyway, I currently have 305 items on my wish list. I have a huge backlog, so I might as well be strict. I mean, I gotta be strict because I'm not gonna have time. No one has time to play every single game there is out there. So I gotta be strict on my tastes and decide on what I want to spend my time playing. I already have 305 games I want to check out. That doesn't even count the 100 games I already own that I haven't played. So anyway, the Steam Discovery queue is now done. That is the main point of the subscriber special, but now also, as tradition goes, I will give a bit of a channel update. So, school is starting. This is August, late August now. So school's starting up, so I'm not in school, but my brother is in a room with him. So when he's not going to be here, it's much easier to record because you don't have to worry about noise. I'm not hogging space for myself to record stuff. So I'm gonna hopefully be able to put out some more reviews pretty soon. Now that summer is over. Strange that summer is a time when I can't make as many videos. I guess summer is a time when I can play more games, and school times when I can make more videos about those games that I played over summer. Not really, because my game time doesn't really increase over summer because, you know, I just got a regular full-time job. So that doesn't change when school's in or out. It just depends. It just changes how I spend my time. So yeah, hopefully I do have a review for Kuro Blaster coming out next week. Hopefully I can have another game review out the week after that, because I'd like to get back onto a weekly schedule rather than a monthly schedule. Man. So yeah, that's where I am on that. I think before in one of these videos I had mentioned I was working on a channel trailer, and I recorded the audio for that. I just have not recorded any video for that. I haven't really touched it since I last mentioned it. I probably should get on that. It's kind of like my main pitch for the reason I do my reviews the way I do. I got some good reasons, got some good reasoning behind it. It's of course mostly to benefit the viewer and making decisions on what games they want to purchase. I think it's just the most informative way to do a review. Anyway, I should probably get that out, put it on my channel. Hopefully I will get that done by 100 subscribers. Also, a heads up, since I'm at 80 now, I gotta get that 80 subscriber special out. Maybe I'll do that just next month. Because I want to spend more time, you know, playing games, reviewing games. But, you know, the subscriber specials are there for a reason. It's thank you to all those who have subscribed to the channel. Please share why you even subscribe to the channel. Hopefully it's because of the review style. But anyway, thank you for that. Hopefully I'll be having some more videos coming out soon. And yeah, that's about it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.